Welcome to Hip Yoga. We're building a healthy body, inspired life, and peaceful mind at the Spa Soleil at the newly renovated Hilton Head Marriott Resort and Spa. Featuring 16 treatment rooms, this is the largest spa on Hilton Head Island. Also the only spa to carry B. Cayman product. So come and join us today here in our practice, building a healthy body. Welcome to Hip Yoga. We're at the Hilton Head Marriott Resort and Spa. Join us in our practice today. We begin in child's pose. So taking your time, bringing either your knees together or your knees apart. Bring your forehead to the mat and extend your hands out in front of you. And begin to let go of your day and come into your breathing. Softening in the outer hips. Being fully present to this moment. And then as you're ready, come onto your hands and knees. Curl your toes, lift your hips up and back into downward facing dog. Press your palms into the mat, lengthen your spine. Press your heels towards the mat. They don't have to touch, just energetically pressing the heels towards the mat. And connecting to your Ujjayi breath, breathing in and out through your nose. And using that sound to help you remain present. And as you're ready, gaze up between your hands. Step your right foot up between your hands and spin your left heel. Press down through your right foot and sweep your hands out and up. Come all the way up into Warrior One. Your palms face one another. You can gaze forward or gaze up, whatever feels better on your neck. Root down through the outer left foot. Bring the left hip forward and the right hip back, and then sink down another inch or two. Let your pinky fingers come towards one another and your thumbs away from one another as you find some space between your shoulder blades. And as you're ready, open the hips and come to Warrior Two. Keep your right knee over your ankle. Sink just a little bit more, bringing the thigh parallel to the floor. Reaching, extending through the fingers. And as you're ready, frame your right foot and step back to plank pose. Come down, chaturanga, or knees, chest and chin. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, press back, strong legs, hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Press into your palms, lengthen your spine. Gaze up between your hands, bring your left foot up between your hands. Spin the right heel, press down through your left foot, sweep your hands out, come all the way up, one fluid breath. Establish your foundation, press through the outer right foot. Bring your right hip forward, left hip back, and then go down, sink. Pinky fingers come towards one another, thumbs away. Bring your shoulder blades down the back. Connect to your Ujjayi breathing. And on your next exhale, open the hips, Warrior Two. Just check that your knee is over your ankle. And then bring the thigh parallel to the floor, sink down. Pressing down into your feet as you're pressing the mat away from you, in both directions. Inner thighs spinning out, really activating the inner legs. And as you're ready, frame your left foot, plant your palms, step back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga, bend the elbows back, come halfway down. Inhale, open up to upward facing dog. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. As you're ready, come forward into plank pose. And from plank, bring your ankles and your knees and thighs together. Draw your lower belly in, lengthen up towards the heart, up towards the crown of your head. Press the tailbone towards your ankles. And as you're ready, shift your weight off onto the right hand outside of your right foot. Stack your left hand or left foot on top of your right foot and float your left hand up to the sky. As you press down through your right palm, reach up through the left fingers and lift the hips a little bit more. Finding that stability and ease, so soften the jaw and the throat. And come to plank. Bend the elbows back, come halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, press back. Downward facing dog. Extend the right leg up to the sky. And then bend the right knee, open the hip, bring the heel to the left sitting bone. You can gaze up underneath your right arm. Beautiful. Reach the right leg up to the sky, square your hips off, and sweep the leg through for crescent lunge. Press down through your right foot, sweep your hands out and up. Once again, finding space between your shoulder blades, pinkies towards one another, thumbs away. Join your palms together, slide them over your heart, and spin. Left elbow outside of the right knee. Press your palms together, get long in the spine. Work the thumbs towards the sternum. Using that Ujjayi breath to help you remain with this moment. And then square your shoulders off, bring both hands on the inside of your right foot. Plant your right palm, spin the left heel down, and sweep your left hand up to the sky. Open the hip, open the belly, open the chest. Then bring your left hand over your head by your ear and extend this whole side body. Press through the outer left heel, reach through the left fingers, and grow tall. You can gaze underneath your left arm. Keep breathing through it. Drawing the right hip down and under, the left hip back. Left hand up to the sky. Frame your right foot, come to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, press back. Downward facing dog. Press down through the mound of your thumb and your index finger, the mound of your middle finger, and lengthen the whole inner arms. And shift your shoulders forward into plank pose. Bring your ankles, knees, and thighs together. Anchoring the tailbone towards your heel and reaching forward through the sternum, through the crown of your head. And without effort, shifting your weight into the left hand, the left foot, stack your right foot, and reach the right hand up. Lift the hips a little bit more, reach through your right fingers. And as you're ready, plank pose. Chaturanga, or knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find your breath steady and even, Ujjayi breath. And raise the left leg up. And bend your knee, open the hip up. Bringing that left hip up towards the sky. You can gaze underneath your left arm. Extend the left leg back to the sky, square your hips off, and swing it up through between the hands. Press down through your left foot, sweep your hands out, come all the way up. Crescent lunge. Pinkies towards one another and thumbs away. Lift up in the lower belly, heart and sternum lifts. Join your palms together at your heart and twist. Right elbow outside of the left knee. Get really long here in the spine. Pressing the thumbs towards the sternum. And then square your shoulders off. Place your hands on the inside of your left foot and spin your right foot down. Right hand floats up. Press through the outer right foot. Right hand comes over your ear, reaching and extending through the outer right heel and reach through the right fingers. Draw the left hip down and forward, nice. The lower ribs forward. Well done. Hands come up to the sky and frame your right foot. Step back to plank. Chaturanga, bend the elbows back, low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Gaze up between your hands and walk your feet up between your hands. Come to a long spine, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Press down through your feet, sweep your hands out, come all the way up. Stretch up, gaze up. Exhale, hands come to your heart. And stay with us through the break. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Hilton Head Marriott Resort and Spa. We'll continue our Inspired Flow series. Inhale, sweep your hands out and up, reach and stretch. Exhale, fold forward, come down, nice flat back. Inhale, rise onto your fingertips, lengthening the spine. Bend your knees, plant your palms, and walk back to plank. Bring your knees to the floor and sit back onto your heels. And shift your hips off to one side. Bring your legs out in front of you and come right into boat pose. Flexing your feet, toes towards the shin, lifting the spine. Shins parallel to the floor. If you want to challenge it a little bit more, you can straighten the legs if you'd like, or keep the shins parallel, but keep the spine long. Don't compromise the integrity of the spine. And cross your ankles, bring your hands right to the floor, press down into your mat and lift the hips up. Beautiful. Lower back down, back up into boat pose. Flexing your feet, lifting this chest bone up from the heart, drawing the lower belly in, that Uddiyana Bandha, to lengthen your spine upward. And crossing your ankles, hands to the floor. Lift the hips up. Press down as you lift up. Nice. Release the hips. Back into boat pose one more time. Lifting the sternum. And then slowly lowering your feet to the floor. Now take your left ankle to your right knee and flex the foot. Your fingers face away behind you and slide your right heel up a little bit and lengthen up in your spine. Bring your torso towards your shin. Gently pressing the left knee away from you. Then breathing into the outer hip. And then from here, turn your fingers facing you, move them back about 8 inches or so they're underneath your shoulders. Press down through your right foot, press down through your palms and lift the hips up into table. Gazing up, or you can even let the head go back a little bit. Keep the outer left hip lifted. And slowly lower. Take your time lowering the hips. And extend the right leg out. Take the left foot and plant it right on the mat beside your right knee. Slide your right foot up and take your hands to the sole of your right foot. Get long in the spine and then extend your right leg, extending through the heel. Draw your lower belly in, that Uddiyana Bandha. Then releasing your hands, keeping the leg in the air. One more full breath, inhaling, and exhale. Slowly lower the leg down. Now slide your heel up about a foot or so, and bring your left heel a few inches right in front of your right sitting bone. Bend your right knee a little more so you can get your hands to the sole of your foot. Lengthen your spine and extend the leg up, reaching, extending through the heel. Lift the heart. Soften into your jaw. And from here we'll do a twist. So take your left hand to the outside of your right foot. Keep this right leg long and extending through the heel. Lengthen the spine tall, and then right hand reaches back. Bring your gaze right over your right fingers. Nice, and your hands come back to the sole of your foot. Lengthen it up one more time. Then release the foot. Now slowly bring your left foot about 6 to 8 inches to the left and release your right leg all the way down. Beautiful. Lengthen up in your lower belly, lifting the heart and sternum, and come all the way forward to Janu Shirshasana. Reach back through your fingers, come up to a long spine. Exhale your hands by your side and draw the sole of your left foot flat to the mat. For a twist, hug your left knee in with your right arm. Right foot stays flexed, lengthen up, left hand behind your back, and exhale, twist. Gazing over your left shoulder. As much focus as you're putting on twisting, put that into lengthening the spine as well, rooting down through the tailbone, lengthening up through the crown. And square your shoulders off. Extend the left leg out. Slide both feet, gonna come back into boat pose. Toes towards the shin. Your arms are straight out, parallel to the floor. And cross your ankles, plant the palms, lift the hips up. Lower your hips back into boat pose. Keeping that spine tall. And one more time, crossing the ankles, plant the palms, lift the hips up. And slowly lower. Boat pose. And bring the soles of the feet to the mat. Bring your right ankle to the left knee, flexing your foot. Your fingers face away from you this time. Slide the left heel up towards the left sitting bone. Press your right knee away from you. Keep your spine long and keep pressing it gently towards your right shin. And then your fingers will face forward. Underneath the shoulders, press down into the palms, press down into your left foot and lift the hips up. Keep the outer right hip lifted. And as you're ready, slowly, slowly lower the hips down. And extend the left leg out. The sole of your right foot comes onto the mat. Keep your left foot flexed here. Lengthen the spine. And slide your left foot up. Take your hands to the sole of your left foot and extend the left leg up. Got it. Keep pressing through the heel. Draw your lower belly in and release your hands. Soften into the jaw. Lift up through the crown of your head. And slowly lower the foot. Well done. Slide the left heel up a little bit and bring your right heel to about 6 inches in front of your left sitting bone. Hands come to the sole of the left foot. Lengthen the spine and then exhale, extend the leg. Good. Nice lift up through the heart. And as you're ready, release the hands. Nice long leg extending through the heel and lifting up in the sternum. And hands to the foot. Extend through the heel, right hand to the outside of your left foot. Get tall in your spine. Left hand comes behind you for a twist. Press forward through the left heel and reach back through the fingers. And coming back. Hands to the foot, reaching and extending. Release your left foot back into this half boat pose. If you feel like you're rounding in the spine, draw that lower belly in and lift up. And slide your right foot to the right so your left leg can come all the way down to the mat. Lengthen up in the lower belly. Keep coming forward, hands to the foot. Nose to knee pose. Lengthen forward through the fingers. Come on back up. Hands come down by your side, and then plant the sole of your right foot onto the mat. Hug the leg in with your left hand. Right hand behind your back. Lengthen. Gaze over your right shoulder. And square your shoulders off. Extend the right leg out. Sweep your hands out and all the way up. Get long, lift up out of the lower belly, and exhale, fold forward. Keep pressing through the heels. That Uddiyana Bandha lifted. So right below the navel, the belly draws in and lengthens up towards the heart. Press the tops of your thighs towards the mat. And soften your jaw. Reach forward through the fingers. Come all the way up. Exhale, hands by your side. Slide the hands back, your fingers face forward. Get them right underneath the shoulders. And then coming up into table, lifting the hips up, root down through the inner big toe, inner heel. Gaze up and even let the head go back. Slowly lower your hips. Sweep your hands up. Exhale, hands come to your heart. And easy cross-legged seat. Bring the ankles together. And closing in Namaste. Thanks for joining us in our practice today at the Spa Soleil at the newly renovated Hilton Head Marriott Resort and Spa. Join us again tomorrow. Namaste.